Hello, everybody, and welcome to Roadside Research. This is a game where you play as an alien, clearly here disguised very well as a human being, who is running a roadside gas station. We have an empty soda can here, so we will go toss that in the garbage. This game is somewhat fast-paced and stressful. It is a simulator game, so there is a lot of stuff to do, tasks to take care of. We will try to make it calming, relaxing, and hopefully help you fall asleep. But just so you know, there will be lots of camera movement, fast-paced gameplay and the like, as I attempt to keep up with the customers. So I played one day of this game, pretty much a tutorial day, so I know the basics of how this works, but there's lots to learn and lots of upgrades to acquire, so you'll have to have patience with me as I stumble through operating my little gas station here called the Probe and Go. So I have just flipped the sign to open, so we should start getting customers coming in. And we're doing some outer space boogieing here. These are dance moves that the human form cannot comprehend. It may be difficult for you to even watch this. The extraterrestrial nature of the dances are such that the human eye, it needs to do some sort of post-processing in the brain, to even comprehend what it's looking at. This man here is standing by the ashtray, but he is not smoking a cigarette. He is holding nothing between his fingers. Same with that guy. Maybe they're trying to quit and there's something comforting about going through the motions. So this is our one of our primary tasks, is checking people out at the counter. You have to take their money, you have to scan their items, take their money, and then give them their proper amount of change. And this game really should be played on a mouse and keyboard, but I am using a controller, so all of these little interactions with the buttons on the screen and stuff are somewhat difficult. And the other major task you have is filling up gas, which I have already done once, but I am a little rusty. Okay, so select the fuel, then pop the nozzle in and hold that there. You can see we have 4 different grades of fuel, and we will need to buy jerry cans of fuel to restock our supply. You can see my rating in the top right there of my store is quite low. I'm not sure what the effect of that is. Perhaps people will not tolerate higher prices because of the condition of the gas station. But we will see what we can do about that to get that moving. There's also a mechanic, although I don't know how it works. There's a mechanic about like government agents investigating your shop. We can also clean stuff with those brushes that look like shoes. So if federal agents show up to our gas station, I don't really know what to do about that. This person has bought 4 black teas. They are going to be drinking a lot of tea. That's a lot of tea to buy when you're on a road trip. $37.92. Due to the sort of fast-paced nature of this game, I'm also not doing my usual kind of slow, calm speaking. I mean, I'm trying to keep it relaxed, of course, but not as slow as I usually talk. And just because there's a lot of excitement going on in the game, so just need to match that energy level a little bit. Not actually sure what we're selling. I know one of them is black tea. The other might be, I don't know, they look like cereal boxes. Crackers or something. Oh yeah, it's a bowl of cereal. Yeah, we can also take these credit cards, where we just have to input the total from the transaction, $23.07. Lots of trash around here. These customers are, frankly, animals. The amount of trash that is consistently being dropped on the ground of my gas station is absurd. Now, we don't have a dumpster or a trash can in public view, but even so, I just think dropping your soda cans directly on the floor is pretty insane behavior. So, buy some more supplies. Oh, the black tea is really going. People are very interested in caffeinating with their tea. We should get some coffee here. A gas station without coffee is a pretty strange enterprise. I do like how you have to individually push everything into the cart, and you can kind of sweep them in as a group with the physics. Gotta make sure our toilets are clean. There's that sparkle. I'm sure the complete lack of cleanliness is contributing to our low gas station score. This is a little glitched here. There we go. Lots of trash being dumped all over the place. These people are, they're animals. There's really no other way to put it. We need to fuel up this truck. So I'm not sure if you can overshoot. I think you can. I think you can overshoot filling up there. vehicle, and I assume that just just leads to less profit for you as you're wasting gas for no additional money. I do try to give exact change, but as things heat up, I might just tossing these out of the delivery van. That's good. Throwing our jerry cans everywhere. We don't need to worry about gasoline spilling in the gas station. So this person is getting diesel for their car. So we will load them up. This is a big transaction. $60.62. And they are off, satisfied. We are approaching closing time here. It is nearly... Oh, what's this? One of you just gooped all over the floor. Humans find it nasty, so clean it up, or people will get suspicious. Well, I suppose that is a way that the government will get involved here, as if we are leaving our goop on the floor. Fortunately, I gooped by the back door, and customers do not seem to care about goop that they cannot see, which is very realistic. The simulationist nature of this game is clear to see. It feels as though I am in reality itself, not playing a video game. We do have quite a lineup here at the desk, so I will need to check these people out. With a credit card here, we have a transaction of $22.46. Get out of here and do not drop your trash all over my floor. This is ridiculous. Some more cereal and black tea. I really didn't know that black tea would move so much at a gas station. That seems more like a grocery store kind of purchase to me. So, we can add some of these to the cart if we want, but look at the upgrade section. Pump extension, barrel fuel, electronics. These all seem to have some various perks for us. But I need to make sure that we have enough money for just restocking our gas. So we'll just get the drinks because that is our next objective. And we do need to install a refrigerator, so we will get these last customers out of the gas station, dropping their drinks in the bathroom by the toilet is particularly foul. I can only assume that means that they were cracking open a cold one while they were sitting on the porcelain throne, which I would not recommend for sanitary purposes. Wow. If I thought it was bad inside, they have absolutely made a mess of my parking lot. So, we can get a single fridge in here. It's a little difficult to line up exactly against the wall. You know what? I don't want it by the bathroom. It's kind of gross, right? So, let's put it over here in the corner. I just want it tucked away as neatly as I can. Okay. We could buy a second one. We have $268, but I think we should save our money, especially since we need to buy drinks now to stock the fridge. We have a lot of restocking to do, actually. We have the drinks, we have our dry goods. The drinks are pretty cheap. Much cheaper than the cereal and the black tea. I should perhaps have spent some of that money on more gas, but we'll make do. Let's clean up this goop in case anybody happens to go back there. Keep tossing this garbage, and now we have quite the delivery truck here, so we have a lot of stuff to unload. So you can set the prices for your individual items. I discovered in day one that naturally if you set the prices too high, people will simply not buy them. So I have been trying to go, 10, 20, 30% higher than market price. And people seem somewhat happy with that, so I do like this throwing mechanic. You can just chuck anything you're holding a great distance. It might be useful for just getting things out of the way. Alright, let's keep unloading this. It's occurring to me that we can stock. I probably should have organized these shelves to have the products on top of each other. But it is what it is. I have made my bed, and now I must lie in it. But yeah, we can use the back hallway as kind of a stock room. If we buy a bunch of excess drinks and food and such, we can keep the excess in the hallway and then have faster access to restocking. Rather than having to request deliveries every time that we need to restock. So it's kind of nice about this game in terms of making it a bit more relaxing is that the clock pauses at the end of the day, and the day only starts when you want it to. So as stressful as the days can be, you do have as much time as you want to clean up your gas station, restock your supplies, get everything nice and ready for your next day of business. Alright, we are facing a serious shortage of our 89 fuel grade. Okay, this is 93, so that's not what we need. We'll just leave the excess there. Aye. Human trash is covered in delicious DNA that can be used for research. Oh. I I see, okay. I was wondering how you, gathered the research points in the alien menu. Well, I have thrown away a large number of pieces of trash that could have been useful for that purpose, but here we can unlock a trash bag. This amazing invention can be used to pick up multiple pieces of trash at once. Well, this is quite handy. Carrying the individual trash back and forth was a major time sink, so this will be very helpful. Also, I need to figure out, in some of my videos when I've been editing them recently, there you go. Oh, that was 100 research points. We are rolling in the research. Oops, I have splooged on the ground over there. I'll need to clean that up. We also have, I assume, an oil spill over here, gasoline spill. Something is leaking out of one of the cars. But yeah, in some of my videos I hear a noise, and I think I'm unconsciously doing something when I'm recording these videos. Can you hear that? It's me like rubbing my leg. Rubbing on my yellow leg, you know what I'm saying? Is that being picked up by the microphone? Because that might be what it is. I could just be sitting here talking and then rubbing on my yellow leg, and then one thing leads to another, you know? Anyway, there's a door which leads to a garage. Outside we can see garage doors. We have a summary of our day here. 22 customers. We had minus $112 in profit, so a net loss for the day, but we did buy a bunch of upgrades, so I think that was a good use of our money, and hopefully we will be more profitable today. There are some decorative items. I don't think that we have cash for decorative items at the moment. Unlocks activities. I'm not sure if these activities, like the ashtray and the sink, are they useful? Do they I don't know. Do we get more money out of people if they have more activities to do? Maybe it makes them just stick around longer. More likely to drop trash that we can then collect for research points. This is my, well, I was going to say a mating dance. This is not my mating dance. This is my customer invitation dance. Sort of a capitalistic mating dance. I, as the business owner, would like to mate with my customers in the exchange of currency for goods and services, rather than the exchange of genetic information. So we will fill up this woman's van. We are essentially completely out of grade 89 fuel, so we will need to order some of that ASAP. We'll get 2 jerry cans of that. She would like to buy some things. Our drinks are already flying off the shelf. She did drop an empty drink can on my cashier desk, which is quite brazen and disrespectful. I hope there becomes a point in this game where I can abduct the humans and conduct tests on them, because some of these animals deserve it with their constant littering. I say as I throw an empty jerry can into the pristine woodlands around my gas station. The gasoline seems very profitable for me. It is, I assume, or I imagine, more expensive to buy the gasoline, so I don't know if the profit margins are better or worse on it. And to that point, I'm not sure if I can actually change the price of the gasoline like I can with my snacks and drinks. We will drop more in there. It seems to me that people are likely to buy a variety of items. So having a variety of goods for sale encourages larger purchases, which is nice. She gave me a 50 for this transaction. We will give her 27.33. We have this green-haired man very patiently waiting for his diesel. Our diesel supply has pretty much run dry here, so I will need to get some more of that at some point. But we will continue. These people really want their soda and cereal. 74, there we go. Trying to tap the little numbers on that keypad with a controller is somewhat difficult. Alright. These trash bags are extremely useful for collecting the garbage. It saves a ton of time. Oh, I love when people give me exact amounts. No change. I love that. Alright, we'll restock our diesel, and there's already an ongoing delivery. We cannot request additional supplies until we empty that truck out, so there we go. We have somebody patiently waiting at the counter. They will have to wait longer. So we will go out to the truck and fuel this person up. I think what I'm going to do is store all of my jerry cans just immediately by the pumping station. As long as we don't have to worry about thieves in this game, we should be okay. Or a carelessly dropped match might also be somewhat disastrous in that circumstance. Let's restock our drinks here. I need to organize my stock in the back room a little better. $89. We're doing okay on 89. Oh, they have asked for a large transaction that will about tap us out there. The sun is beginning to set. It is 5 o'clock. give this guy $20, $22.61. So I'm sure there is a metric ton of garbage over by the parking lot, as I have often seen. These toilets are being absolutely destroyed, but what can you expect from a gas station? That's quite normal. There is one gas station that I would frequently visit on a long road trip that I did somewhat routinely for a number of years, because their bathrooms were always impeccably maintained. Every time that you walked into the bathroom, there was an attendant or a cleaner who was already in there cleaning urinals and stalls and such. This is the largest transaction of fuel I've ever conducted. We are out of diesel, so I need to run over here. Diesel is in the yellow jerry cans. You're all gonna have to wait, sorry. But this is a big deal for my gas station. This is over $100 in one transaction. We will fill this all the way up to the top. Put the nozzle away. It is 8 o'clock at night. We are loaded up with people needing snacks for the road. Oops, I have, oh wait, those were the pennies, not the dollars. Yeah, we're gonna just give them a little extra change. No worries on that. We can afford, small losses. I'm also noticing that my cashier table is absolutely blackened. It appears as though somebody has pulled like a Wile E. Coyote situation on my desk and detonated sort of a cartoon bomb, which has covered the thing in soot. Oops, I pulled out a lot of trash bags there. I almost got run over. Urcon level alert. Agent state investigation. Oops, I have splooged on my front porch. And the CIA or FBI or whatever department handles extraterrestrials is on alert, so we will clean that up very quickly. We live in a world here where a lot of people have very confidently dyed their hair, including their eyebrows and their facial hair. Like this man has a green mustache, which is quite interesting. I have not seen in my real life very often where somebody... Sorry, I'm just trying to... okay, I was talking while doing the change here and I've messed it up. I have messed up the change. Wait. Okay, we're just gonna give her a few dimes extra there, because I was taking too long with that order. Yes, in my real life, I cannot say that I have very often seen people who dye their facial hair. But but in this world of fantasy, it seems to be somewhat common. And more power to them, I say. So the store is closed. We are now locked at 10 p.m. But oops, I took a peek at that person in the bathroom. I hope they didn't notice, or else I may be receiving a visit from the police. The gaps in my bathroom's stalls are clearly too wide. I have left splooge again on my floor. I seem to have a real problem with this. So we are almost done with this day, and then we can... Oops, I should have tried to clean up my desk there. We have a lot of prep work that we can do for day 2. We have nearly $600, which I'm sure can buy us some nice upgrades, and also allow us to restock our stock room here in the back. The least handy thing here, or I suppose I should say the most time-consuming job that we have here, is definitely the fuel. Running it from the delivery zone in the back all the way to the fuel pumps in the front, and then carrying the containers back again to be thrown in the dumpster is somewhat time-consuming. But we can at least somewhat solve that by... this still has a little bit of fuel in it. We will leave that there. It can be somewhat solved by stacking up our ready-to-use jerry cans by the pumps. So let's take this out here. Can we restock you? Are you 89? Leave you there. We just need a little more diesel, but it's high enough that we could conduct some transactions. See if there's any more trash around. There is, of course. There always is. These humans cannot carry their trash to an approved receptacle. It's somewhat disgusting. Alright, toss the trash bag in there. Get some more research points. We now have 550 research points. Can work on our shelves here. I should do a large batch order here and get more drinks and more food. Drinks and dry goods. We'll also work on our fuel supplies. We don't need to talk about this. Alright, restocking our sodas here. Can get rid of some of these excess containers. And let's keep them sorted by type now. So we will keep orange ones there. Food we can keep on the opposite wall. And then we'll get that jerry can out of there. Oh, and you know what I've just noticed? That our store ranking has gone from red to green. So I suspect that means I can raise my prices and people will be more willing to pay for them. Though I'm not positive that's how that works, but that seems reasonable to me. It may also just make people buy more stuff rather than tolerating higher prices, so we'll see. If I start the next day and none of my stuff is getting bought, then we can address that issue. We will also stock up our supply of jerry cans over by the fuel pump. You do have to be careful about where you splooge, because if you are unaware of it, the customers could fill a trash can. Humans will throw their trash here instead. That would be very useful. I could also buy a camera, hypnotic image projector. They'll buy more expensive stuff. Brainwasher, goop sucker. Goop sucker turns goop into drinks. Yes, I'm sorry, I've been calling it splooge. Of course, it is goop. Oh, the auto trash can saves even more time. Well, I'm very happy just to have the trash can for now, so this will save a lot of time not having to pick up the trash. We'll put it outside because a lot of people have been dumping their garbage. We'll put it on this side actually, because this is the path that people walk to their cars. I'm not sure if it's a proximity-based thing where they'll only throw their trash away if the trash can is, close enough to where they are or their path or whatever, but look at this. We have turned it around. We have profit from that day. $80. $700 of income. And our goop was cleaned up enough that the government agents are no longer interested in investigating us. I'm going to raise all of my prices by 10% now that our gas station ranking has gone up. Now that we are in the green. And we will take this final jerry can out, plop it down here. It's very safe, very well run gas station. I would feel very comfortable pulling into a gas station if I saw a bunch of jerry cans in a big pile by the gas pump. And right, let's clean the desk while I remember. There we go. Nice and sparkly. Can we move these? Maybe not. No. Doesn't seem like it. I was thinking it would be useful to have a scrubber in a different place. make it easier to get to. Alright, let's do our mating dance here. And I think this will be our final day. I'm very excited to see how things go with our new trash can. And there we go. Like a bird doing its mating dance, I have attracted some customers, so we will get started by filling this nice woman up. And that is a lot of filling up to do. $84.16 worth. He's going to have a smoke. You know what? His life is in his hands. That is, that's his choice. I wouldn't do it myself, but that's not my concern as long as he's not smoking by the fuel pumps. In fact, I sort of feel as though we should not allow it on the premises at all, but I don't know. That's a matter for safety regulators to look at. That man seems happy with the prices. I was a little worried if our increased prices would cause some contentious interactions with the customers, but we seem okay. 87 fuel, 30 gallons, 38 gallons. This gentleman seems to be buying a lot of my food and drinks. Don't have enough research points for the camera yet. Alright. $22.36 of change. There you go. Get out of town, get out of my face. We will knock all of these in. And he has a card for us. $19.63. This woman with a bushy crop of green hair and a matching green shirt would like some 89 grade fuel, so we will pump her 40 gallons of that and wish her a nice day. And look at that, our trash can is filling up. Very nice. I'll go empty that. Interact. Oh, okay. Looks like the trash can automatically has a trash bag in it. We will check these fine folks out. She needs $19.58 of change. So we will pop that out for her. This blue-haired gentleman would like $39 worth of grade 87 fuel. Customer served. Served indeed. Alright, this fine lady would like a bunch of soda. Oh, and she gave me exact change. That is very kind of her. I don't want to imagine what that stain on the ground was. Alright. This day is going very well, I have to say. It's very calm so far. Wow, somebody left a piece of trash. So this might be proximity based. Considering that trash was left out even with the garbage can. So I may need to put another garbage can closer to the parking lot. Restock some of our drinks here. We're doing very well here, especially considering we have all of these jerry cans and our stock room already well stocked with backup supplies. So even if we run out of something, we are not far away from restocking it. We are forming a bit of a line here. So let's get these people moving. And there we go. Someone has turned the toilet literally green. It is emanating a green mist, so we will resolve that. $11.60 and change. Have a nice day. There we go. All right, 93.93. Let's plug this in, and 93. I've noticed that the cars all have the same, gas cap type of situation here. Some of them I've noticed even have, the little folding door that would, cover up the gas cap. But that is not the gas cap that you actually use to refill their car. So, bit of a breakdown in the simulation there, developers, if you're watching. Something suspicious is happening in my store. We had a little burst of suspicion there. Oh, I see it behind our desk. Seems we were splooging behind the desk and somebody saw, so we need to get rid of that, to get rid of this mud. And I do apologize for getting so much mileage out of the very mature splooge joke. Feel free to leave a comment calling me immature or unfunny, and I will leave you a heart react. Alright, 70 gallons. These gas tanks are quite large. Alright, we're doing okay with supplies, especially considering that we are about to close in 2 hours, so I'm not concerned with, okay, we're not quite reaching it. We'll have to, what? You're angry about the state of my gas station. You haven't even gone inside. Alright, we had just barely enough of grade 93 fuel to serve that customer. Away he goes. Everything around here is looking pretty clean. And I must say, we are doing very well here. The thumbs up icon, our customer approval bar is nearly at maximum. I'm not sure if once we reach maximum we get some sort of special bonus or maybe a challenge or I don't know. Diesel. Diesel. You know what I'm talking about? Starlight Express. Starlight Express. Answer me yes. Are you real? Yes or no? You don't know what I'm talking about. That's fine. That's fine. Alright. I did see a mud stain. These brushes do keep getting stuck on their mounts on the wall. 439. Oops. Just take the money and be gone. I wonder if I can buy a floor mat or something for out front. People can wipe their dirty feet before coming inside. I'm not sure where all of this mud is coming from. We seem to be somewhere in the western United States in a relatively dry season, dry time of day, so I feel as though people are working hard to track that much mud into my gas station. And would you look at this? We are almost at $1,000. If many of these folks buy anything, we might just crack 1K. We have a lot of fuel to dump back into the pump. There's a little bit of diesel left in that one. Alright. There we go. A lot of trash there. She doesn't want to buy anything. Looks like we are not going to make our 1K milestone today. My last two customers are enjoying a nice smoke on the porch. I cannot throw the fuel canisters into the trash can, which is too bad. This might be my greatest idea ever. We can buy an additional dumpster and put it right out front here, and then boom goes the dynamite. We can just throw our empty jerry cans into this dumpster rather than taking them all the way around back. This woman has been smoking for a very long time. Let's see, restock our drinks. We do have a lot of restocking to do. Well, not too bad actually. I wonder if my prices were high enough that there goes our last visitor of the day. All right, well, I think that is a great place to leave it. Thank you for joining me as we played through Roadside Research. I hope you found it relaxing, or at least enjoyable, as the game is somewhat fast-paced. But until next time, my friends, thank you for joining me. Please take care of yourselves, and I will do the same. Goodbye.